Your liver is processing over 500 functions every single day. It filters your blood, breaks down hormones, manages cholesterol, and packages fat for removal. But here is the quiet problem most people never catch in time. When fat starts building up inside the liver cells, those 500 functions begin slowing down one by one. You might not feel it at first. Maybe a little more fatigue after meals, a heavier feeling on the right side of your abdomen, slightly off blood work that your doctor brushes aside as borderline. If you are watching this, chances are you already know something is not quite right. And if you are also managing kidney concerns, you know that what you put into your body matters even more because your kidneys and liver share the same detox burden. When one struggles, the other picks up the slack until it cannot anymore. So today, we are going to walk through 8 drinks that have been studied for their ability to support your liver, ranked from the least effective all the way up to the single most powerful option. We will cover exactly what is inside each one, how it works at the cellular level, how to prepare it, and what the research actually shows. And by the time we reach number 1, you will understand why one specific nutrient changes everything about how your liver handles fat. Let us begin at the bottom of the list and work our way up. Number 8, green tea. Green tea has earned its reputation as a health staple, and for good reason. The key compound here is epigallocatechin gallate, commonly known as EGCG. This catechin acts as a powerful antioxidant that shields liver cells from oxidative damage caused by free radicals. A 2020 meta-analysis published in the International Journal of Clinical and Experimental Medicine reviewed 15 randomized controlled trials and found that green tea supplementation reduced alanine aminotransferase, ALT, levels by an average of 11.7 units per liter, which is a meaningful marker of liver cell stress. The European Food Safety Authority has also acknowledged EGCG's role in protecting cells from oxidative damage. Here is the catch, though. EGCG is excellent at protecting cells that are already healthy, but it does very little to actively push existing fat out of the liver. Think of it like a security guard standing at the door. It keeps new damage from coming in, but it does not clean up the mess that is already inside. To use it properly, steep 1 tea bag or 1 teaspoon of loose-leaf green tea in hot water, around 175 degrees Fahrenheit, for 3 minutes. Drink it 30 minutes before your morning meal. Keep it to 2 cups a day to avoid excessive caffeine intake, which matters even more if your kidneys are working harder than usual. Now, moving one step higher on our list, we reach a combination that many people already keep in their kitchen. Number 7. Warm lemon ginger water. This blend works through 2 gentle mechanisms. The citric acid in lemon mildly stimulates digestive enzyme production, while gingerols in fresh ginger promote gastric motility, meaning food moves through your system more efficiently. A 2019 study in the European Journal of Nutrition showed that 1.5 grams of ginger powder daily reduced liver enzyme levels by approximately 13% over 12 weeks in patients with non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. The World Health Organization recognizes ginger as a traditional digestive aid with documented anti-inflammatory properties. The limitation is straightforward. This drink supports digestion and reduces mild inflammation, but it does not directly target the fat accumulation pathways inside liver cells. It is a supportive player, not a game changer. Squeeze half a lemon into a cup of warm, not boiling water, then grate about half an inch of fresh ginger root into it. Drink it first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. This next one might surprise you because it is something millions of people already drink every day without realizing its liver benefits. Number 6. Black coffee. The active compounds in coffee, particularly cafestol and kawil, diterpenes found in coffee oils, have been shown to modulate inflammatory pathways in the liver. Coffee also stimulates the production of paraxanthine, a metabolite that slows down the growth of connective tissue that leads to fibrosis. The Liver International Journal published a 2017 meta-analysis covering over 430,000 participants that found drinking 2 cups of coffee daily was associated with a 44% lower risk of liver cirrhosis. The American College of Gastroenterology has acknowledged moderate coffee consumption as beneficial for liver health. The critical detail here is that we are talking about plain black coffee with no sugar, no cream, no flavored syrups. And if your kidneys are sensitive to caffeine's effect on blood pressure, limit yourself to 1 cup and always discuss it with your doctor. Brew it using a drip method or pour over to get the cleanest extraction. Best consumed 30 minutes before breakfast. All right, now we are entering the range where these drinks start doing something more specific to liver fat itself. Number 5. Unsweetened Cranberry Juice with lemon and mint. Cranberries are rich in proanthocyanidins, a class of polyphenols that have been shown to reduce lipid accumulation in hepatocytes, liver cells. The added lemon provides vitamin C, which supports glutathione recycling, and mint contains rosmarinic acid, a compound with its own anti-inflammatory effects. A 2016 study in the Journal of Nutritional Science demonstrated that cranberry polyphenol supplementation reduced hepatic fat accumulation by 21% in animal models over 8 weeks. The Canadian Cardiovascular Society has referenced cranberry polyphenols for their lipid-modulating properties. Mix 4 ounces of pure unsweetened cranberry juice, not cocktail, with 8 ounces of water, the juice of half a lemon, and 3 to 4 fresh mint leaves. Drink this mid-morning, about 30 minutes before lunch. The tartness takes some getting used to, but that bitterness is exactly what signals your liver to start working. Speaking of signals, the drink at number 4 sends a very direct message to your bile system. Number 4. Apple cider vinegar with turmeric and warm water. Apple cider vinegar contains acetic acid, which has been shown to activate AMP activated protein kinase, AMPK, an enzyme that plays a central role in fat metabolism. Curcumin, the primary active compound in turmeric, inhibits NF-κB, a key inflammatory pathway that drives liver damage when chronically activated. The European Journal of Pharmacology published a 2018 study showing that curcumin supplementation reduced liver fat content by 78.9% in participants with non-alcoholic fatty liver disease over just 8 weeks. The World Gastroenterology Organization has listed curcumin as a promising agent for hepatic fat reduction. Combine 1 tablespoon of raw, unfiltered apple cider vinegar with a 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder and a small pinch of black pepper. Piperine increases curcumin absorption by up to 2,000%. Stir into 8 ounces of warm water. Drink this 30 minutes before your evening meal. If you have any stomach sensitivity, start with 1 teaspoon of vinegar and gradually increase. Now we reach the top 3, and this is where things get seriously targeted. Number 3. Dandelion Root Tea with lemon. Dandelion root contains taraxasterol and taraxacin, bitter compounds that directly stimulate bile acid receptors in the liver. When these receptors are activated, the liver ramps up bile production. Bile is essentially the vehicle your liver uses to package and transport fat out of its cells and into the digestive tract for elimination. A 2017 study in the journal Molecules found that dandelion root extract increased bile secretion by 40% in experimental models. The German Commission E, the German equivalent of the FDA for herbal medicine, has officially approved dandelion root for the treatment of bile flow disturbances and appetite stimulation. Steep 1 tablespoon of dried dandelion root in boiling water for 10 minutes. Strain and add the juice of half a lemon. Drink this in the late afternoon, about 30 minutes before dinner. The bitter taste is a feature, not a bug. Those bitter receptors on your tongue are connected to the same signaling pathway that tells your liver to produce bile. If dandelion root is the key that turns on your bile system, this next drink provides the raw material your liver desperately needs to complete its detoxification process. Number 2. Warm bone broth with turmeric and black pepper. Bone broth is one of the richest natural sources of glycine, an amino acid that is essential for Phase 2 liver detoxification. In Phase 2, your liver attaches glycine to toxins and metabolic waste products to make them water-soluble so they can be excreted through urine and bile. Without adequate glycine, toxins get recycled back into the bloodstream. Research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that glycine supplementation improved hepatic glutathione levels by 164% in older adults within just 2 weeks. The National Institutes of Health has documented glycine's critical role in conjugation reactions that are fundamental to liver detox pathways. The addition of turmeric, curcumin, and black pepper, piperine, in this drink creates a triple-action formula. Glycine handles detoxification, curcumin reduces inflammation, and piperine ensures maximum absorption. Warm 8 ounces of homemade or high-quality store-bought bone broth. Look for brands with at least 10 grams of protein per serving. Stir in a quarter teaspoon of turmeric and a pinch of black pepper. Drink this in the evening, 30 minutes before dinner, or as a late evening drink before bed. For those with kidney concerns, choose chicken bone broth over beef, as it tends to be lower in phosphorus. And now we arrive at number 1. Everything we have discussed so far has been building toward this, because this drink addresses the single biggest bottleneck in liver fat metabolism. Number 1, 1 raw egg yolk blended into warm bone broth. The reason this combination sits at the very top is one word: choline. Egg yolks are the most concentrated natural food source of choline, providing approximately 140 milligrams per yolk. Choline is the essential nutrient your liver needs to produce phosphatidylcholine, which is the main structural component of very low-density lipoproteins, VLDL. These are the transport vehicles that carry fat out of your liver and into the bloodstream for use as energy. Without enough choline, fat literally gets trapped inside your liver cells because there are not enough VLDL particles to move it out. It is like having a warehouse full of packages, but no delivery trucks. A landmark 2007 study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that 77% of men and 80% of postmenopausal women developed fatty liver or muscle damage when placed on a choline-deficient diet. The National Academy of Medicine has established choline as an essential nutrient, yet surveys show that over 90% of Americans do not meet the adequate intake of 550 milligrams per day for men and 425 milligrams for women. Blend 1 raw egg yolk, discard the white or save it for cooking, into a cup of warm bone broth. The broth should be warm but not boiling, as excessive heat degrades choline. Stir gently until the yolk is fully incorporated. Drink this every morning, 30 minutes before breakfast. Use pasteurized eggs if you are concerned about food safety, and always source eggs from reputable producers. Now, before you go and start preparing all 8 of these drinks tomorrow, there is something critical you need to understand about how your liver actually responds to these compounds over time. Your liver cells regenerate on a cycle, and the fat metabolism pathways we have been discussing do not switch on overnight. Researchers consistently observe that measurable changes in hepatic fat content begin appearing after 4 to 6 weeks of consistent daily intake. That means this is not a weekend experiment. This is a daily ritual. Choose 2 or 3 drinks from this list that fit naturally into your routine, and commit to them every single day. For maximum absorption, drink each one 30 minutes before a meal. This timing allows the active compounds to reach your liver before digestion begins, so they can support bile production and fat transport right when your body needs them most. And one more thing that could save you from a serious problem. If you are currently taking blood thinners like warfarin or statins for cholesterol or any medication that is processed by the liver, talk to your doctor before adding any of these drinks to your routine. Turmeric, dandelion root, and even grapefruit compounds can interact with how your liver metabolizes certain drugs. Also, stay completely away from any fruit juices that contain high fructose corn syrup. because fructose is processed almost exclusively by the liver and directly contributes to fat buildup, which is the exact opposite of what we are trying to achieve. In our next video, we will show you the exact morning to evening schedule that combines the best of these drinks into one simple daily plan, so you never have to guess what to drink or when. Make sure you are subscribed so you do not miss it.